Good morning, friends. Welcome to today's video. Today we are just going to be having fun and relaxing. I'm going to take you along for the whole thing. We're doing a self-care vlog. I've been feeling a little bit burnt out lately, and I can just tell that I have been needing a day for myself. I have a list of fun things that I just want to do and will make me feel good, and we're gonna get to some of them today. We won't get to all of them. It is a Saturday, so I can take the day completely to myself to just enjoy it. But right now I'm going to change. I'm not going to work out really. I'm just going to do some yoga in my mat in front of my window. It's like 9:15 right now, by the way. I just spent the morning laying in bed, taking it slow, and reading a little. And honestly, guys, I have been needing this. Like, I just feel like I haven't taken enough time for myself recently. And I had gotten super stressed out yesterday. I told you guys on Instagram stories, but I basically lost the video that was supposed to go up today. All the footage got corrupted, and it was like a 6 a.m. super productive morning routine. I mean, it is like my actual routine, so I can just like refilm it this week. I don't know if it was the SD card or the camera, but I lost all the footage, and it did send me into a bit of a spiral. But I got over it, and I was like, you know what? Everything is calling for a self-care day, so that's exactly what we're gonna do today. Here is the yoga fit. I have on this Align tank top from Lululemon, and then these white Honor Active shorts. Let's do some morning foundation. I think it's called Foundation Flow Yoga. Okay, so the yoga I'm gonna do is gonna be from the Evolve You app, which is like the workout app that I use, that I always talk about. They have like every single type of workout on the app, which I love, and I'm gonna do the foundational flow with Jen, and it's only 15 to 20 minutes.
Or maybe it just means you want to go back to. So in our yoga practice, one of our main aims is to turn our attention on anything that's going on externally to you.
Yoga for the day is done, and that was actually so much fun. I feel like I really needed like the meditative parts of that. I've just been a bit more anxious lately, and I think it's because of, I don't know. I think it's because of burnout a little bit, but really trying to like calm that down. So that was super helpful. But now I'm kind of hungry, so I think we should run to Whole Foods and get some breakfast. I want to make a salmon bagel, and I have smoked salmon, but I don't have bagels, so I'm gonna run out and buy that really quick. Alright guys, I made my favorite like smoked salmon bagel sandwich. This is the cream cheese that I use. I put smoked salmon, red onion, capers, and baby cucumbers. I'm gonna eat this and read. I'm on page 151 of Final Girls by Riley Sager, and I'm really liking it so far. It's like one of my favorite meals to make. I really don't structure like my eating in any specific way. I completely eat like intuitively when I'm hungry. So I'll just make meals that I enjoy. I'm gonna start getting ready, and I have my ice roller here. I'm gonna ice roll my face a bit because I'm breaking out on this side. Helps with like the swellings. I got some new stuff from Sephora recently that I've been trying out and loving, so let me share some of that with you. I got the anti-pollution sunshine bronzing drops and I've really been liking them. I think today I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown face base. I feel like everyone has their version of self-care, and for me, getting ready like with my makeup is what makes me feel the best. So I'll swirl like the bronzing drops and the primer together. I should not be wiping my hands on my white chair. That is such a nasty habit of mine. Okay, and then I've been loving these Summer Friday sheer skin tint drop, but I'm not going to use this today because I want a little bit more coverage since my skin is being problematic. I'm gonna use this Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint, so lightweight. This is like my everyday makeup routine when I just want to feel a bit better. Actually, I see people spray their Beauty Blenders. This has been my favorite cream bronzer, the Makeup by Mario contour stick. Okay, I think I'm gonna mix these two Rare Beauty blushes today. I have Happy and Bliss. Happy is a really beautiful pink, but some of Bliss to like peach it up a bit. That's actually such a pretty combo. Is that my new favorite blush combo? A super quick fix for eyeshadow. I just rub some cream contour over my eyes. Okay, and then another new product that I picked up at Sephora the other day was this Huda Beauty powder in Cupcake. I really like it because there's like this baby pink tint to it. And this powder, I love it, but it is so heavily scented. Now let's do my favorite lip combo. Also, this is like my little self-care bag. I never show it, but I keep this in my purse and I just have like all the supplies I might need. So I always keep this lip liner in there. It is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It is just the prettiest pink color. And then I got this at Sephora recently. It is the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. Guys, I don't know how I ever lived without this. The pigment in this lip balm is so beautiful. No matter what I'm wearing, even if it's a self-care day and I'm in sweats, I'm gonna be accessorizing because jewelry makes me feel so put together. I got these little gold hoops from Love AJ in the other day. I wanted some like more understated gold earrings. Now it's time to get dressed, and if I don't have anywhere to go and it's self-care day, I'm absolutely going to be in loungewear. I think I'm gonna wear this gray waffle set that I have from Brandy Melville. And I'm gonna wear this super cute top that's also from Brandy and it has like a teddy bear on it. Like, that's so adorable. Recently tried out this Soleil de Janeiro body mist, but I just spray a little bit because it's actually really strong. I'm still a little bit hungry, so I think I'm gonna make a protein smoothie. Let's do the next part of the self-care. Fixing these nails. I have been into press-ons lately. They're from a company called Glamnetic, and I think these are called heyy, probably because they look like Hailey Bieber's glazed nails. They're like 15 bucks, which is way cheaper than getting your nails done. It comes with like a little kit so that way you can prep your nails for it so they stay on. Before we go out to run a fun little errand, I think we should Bible study, and I'm going to show you what I like to do when I read through my Bible. Also, let me show you, this is how the nails came out. I think they look so cute. This is what they look like. First of all, this is my Bible. I have the single column journaling Bible by Crossway. When I'm going to do Bible studying, I will grab my cup of like colorful highlighters and pens. These are my favorite ones to use. It's like these midliner pens. You can get them at Target. So I don't have any rhyme or reason when I do this, but I can just give you like what I do and maybe that will help you, or you can like compare it to what you do. If you have any tips, let me know. I'll usually choose a book and then like read through it. And then after I read through a few chapters of like whatever book I'm in the middle of, I will read some Psalms also. I like to read like one or two, and I like to like specifically do it out loud. One time I heard a woman talk about this, and she said that like every day when she wakes up, she reads 3 Psalms out loud because they're like prayers to God. And so when you say them out loud, it's like also speaking that prayer as you read it, which I really like. I will highlight as I go, and I honestly like my Bible to be super colorful, so I'll just like use a bunch of different colors as I'm highlighting. And then I love this Bible because it has like these big columns for writing notes or interpretations. If something like super resonates with me, then I also have these tabs. I got these on Amazon, so I'll have them linked down below, and I'll tab like the little piece. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't do anything too crazy. Like literally when I'm reading, I'm just trying to understand and pray for wisdom on what lessons God is trying to teach me through this and how it's applicable to my life today. That is my Bible study sesh for the day. It is 2:45 right now. I think I'm going to head to Barnes. I've actually been reading so much, which makes me feel like I deserve to go buy a few books. Just like 3 or something, you know, nothing crazy. And I went through a bit of a slump like during moving and then like after moving, but I feel like I'm back out of it. Plus the TV in my room literally broke, so I can't watch TV from my room, so I've just been like reading to entertain myself in here. Feels like a perfect Saturday errand to run. Tonight might be date night. I want to do that, but I also kind of want to order like comfort food takeout, so we'll see which one I decide on. Hi, can I get an iced latte with almond milk, chocolate, iced donut? Okay, I got my iced coffee, my favorite, and then in honor of self-care I also got a chocolate donut, also my favorite. Guys, what is this cover of Daisy Hates? Okay, I'm back from B&N and some damage was done. Not a lot, but I definitely bought more books than I was planning on going in there for. First, let me show you like this huge thing that is sticking out. I got this 2023 calendar. I really needed a monthly calendar, like a paper one for my office. Now let's get to the books. I bought 4 books. First, I got this book called Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I have heard so many good things about Alice Feeney's mystery and thriller books. It's about this couple that goes on a weekend away to Scotland, except the husband is blind and can't even recognize his own wife. It says this weekend may make or break their marriage, but they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. I've heard it's really good. Second, I have heard so many people talk about this. This is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, and one of you guys actually DM'd me recommending this, so it was like at the front of my mind when I went in. And the reason I hadn't picked it up was because I didn't know if it was like too YA, but then I read the synopsis and it actually sounds pretty interesting. It's about this girl named Andy Bell who was murdered by her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend kills himself, and it was all anyone could talk about in the town. And then 5 years later, I guess this girl named Pip decides to like re-examine the closed case for a school project, and that is where the story goes. The words actually look really big. It looks like an easy read, so I'm excited to read this, and I know that there's 2 other books after this. Next, I got The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, and this one is basically about a lady who is a housemaid for this family, but I think there's like some sketchy things going on with the family. The synopsis doesn't tell too much, but I know it's like something like that. Lastly, I got a romance book because I don't know, I was like 3 thrillers, I need a romance in there. So I got Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, and I think this just became a Netflix movie, so I really want to watch the movie after this. It is about a man whose mom is the president of the United States, and I think he falls in love with the Prince of Britain. I heard one of the girls at Barnes & Noble's talking about this book, and she said that she like really loves it. But those are the 4 books I got. That's my little book haul. Now I wanted to chat to you quickly about these 2. This was my last read. This is my current read. Let's go through what I thought about Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. First of all, this book is a brick. It is 545 pages. That is like the longest romance book I have ever read. And it really didn't feel that long, which is good. I rated this on my Goodreads, I think 3 stars, but it's more like a 3.5 for me. First of all, I just have to say I really liked the book. Like, I overall enjoyed it. It was very unrealistic at some parts, so if you don't like it to be like super unbelievable, you might not like this book. But if you can kind of just lean into it and just be like, this is obviously fiction, then this is fun to read. It's about Naomi and Knox, and Naomi basically has to save her evil twin sister's ass and like the mess that she made in her little town. And Naomi is like a runaway bride, runs away to save her sister, and then Naomi meets Knox, who is very different twist on a male protagonist. It's like Grumpy Sunshine, which I honestly loved. I just have to say that the writing was not my favorite. It was a little bit cheesy at some part. I think I am gonna read the second book because I did enjoy it. Right now, I am in the middle of Final Girls by Riley Sager. I am on page 152. This is a thriller book. It is about this girl named Quincy Carpenter, and basically 10 years ago she was involved in a massacre where she was on a trip with her friends and all her friends got murdered, and she was the only one left alive, and that's why she was part of this group called the Final Girls. They were like the final girls alive in whatever murders they were involved in. It's 10 years fast forward, and one of the girls, her name is Lisa, is found dead in her bathtub, and it causes Quincy to relive the past. And throughout the book we're going past and present, so we're getting to read the night of the murders. Looks like we're gonna find out what really happened the night of the night of the Pine Cottage, the night of the massacre that she has like suppressed memories to where she like literally can't remember what happened. So I can tell it's building to where we're gonna be able to read throughout like the entire night and actually see what happened. It's definitely interesting, but I don't know if it's like an all-time fave. I forgot to show you that I also got this bookmark at Barnes & Noble's. That is my book chats for today. Now I just want to chill and read. I decided to come out to my pool and read out here for a bit. It's already like 7, so it's not that hot, which is good. Okay, I'm gonna walk Lola and Peaches at the park, and then I'm gonna order some of my favorite takeout. The dog's off at the stopping at Trader Joe's on my way to get dinner, so that way I can buy myself some flowers. I'm all showered. Let's do a little face mask. I'm going to do this Clear Skin Probiotic Mask by Eminence. This is my favorite, like, purifying mask. Let this sit for 10 minutes. I feel so, like, refreshed after I do a face mask. First, I'm using this Face Reality Calming Facial Toner. Then I'm going to use this Hydrating B5 Gel from SkinCeuticals. Then I'll go in with this Caudalie Vino Perfect. I love the way this stuff smells. I think it's unscented, but it just smells so good. Then I will use this Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid. I just like how affordable it is, and honestly it works. It has really simple ingredients, but there isn't anything like life-changing about it. Then I'm using this Nourishing Squalene Daily Moisturizer by The Outset. They sent this to me and it's very lotiony. The only thing is that I have extremely dry skin, so I could use something a little bit more hydrating. These nails are like honestly slaying for the fact that they're press-ons. And then lastly, I'm gonna use this Eminence Face Oil. This is an absolute must last step in my skincare routine. I am doing the ultimate self-care comfort dinner. I am eating on my bed. I laid out a towel so I don't make a mess, and if you're one of those people that's like, I can absolutely not eat on my bed, not today. It's just like so nostalgic for me. I'm watching Sarah Caroli's reading vlog. So many of you said on Instagram when I said I was filming a self-care day that I should order my favorite takeout. So I decided to have a date with myself and order some takeout from one of my favorite Italian restaurants. I got some capellini pasta and I sprinkled red pepper on top, and then I got like steamed veggie. That is dinner. This is so cozy. Like, you guys don't understand how comforting this is to me. Just journaled a bit and that made me feel so like centered. I love when I take time to do that. The only like rule I have when I journal is not to think about it. I just let my mind freely flow. It's 11 o'clock and I've just had the best self-care day with you guys. Really bad about like not catching burnout until I'm burnt out. So I'm trying to get better at that, but that's basically what happened to me last week. And then this was just like the perfect recovery day. These are some of my favorite things to do when I'm just taking a day to myself. It feels like a day where I just like date myself. Follow me on Instagram and like and subscribe to this channel if you like the video. I love you all so much. If you want to join my first giveaway, then keep watching this next little clip. Okay guys, welcome to the giveaway. This was supposed to be for 50K subscribers, but then you guys surpassed that so quickly that now this is just a general giveaway. And this is a small way for me to give back to you guys and one of you and treat you to some things that I think you're gonna like. And I just thought it would be super fun to gift you things that you see in my videos. First, we have this little burst headband. It's one of those croissant, super trendy headbands, and you guys always see me use mine. So I ordered you one in the tan color because this one is my favorite. Love it for skincare. Okay, next we have a little set of Jerf Avenue like terry cloth accessories. This is the spa headband. Again, I'm always wearing this. And then this is the little cosmetic bag, and this is like literally my favorite print. You guys know I have the robe and the PJs in it, so I wanted to get you some little accessories from a line that I love. Okay, next, I'm so excited for this. I'm going to give one of you guys the planner that I love to use. I ordered this literally months ago because I knew I was going to do a giveaway. I feel like a huge part of my vlogs are my planning sessions, so I wanted to get you a planner to twin with me in case you don't have it. I'm so excited for the next thing. Then we have a Kindle Paperwhite. This is the 32 gigabyte, and it's just like the normal like black and white Kindle. Y'all know how much I love to read, and reading on one of these is so much fun. I showed these at the beginning of the video. I got you guys the matching pair of Love AJ hoops. It's literally the ones that I'm wearing right now, and I love AJ's earrings, and then I was like, it would be so much cuter to twin with them, so I bought myself a pair and you. And so today I'm gonna package this all up super cute for you guys, write you a little note, and this giveaway will be going off to one of you. So all you have to do to enter is comment down below what is your favorite, all-time favorite self-care activity. I am super interested to know what other people do, and then also include your Instagram in the comment, so that way I can DM one of you when I randomly choose the winner. Oh, and you have to be following me on Instagram and subscribed here on YouTube, obviously, to win the giveaway. And I'm going to leave this open for 2 weeks, so that way everyone has a chance to enter once they've seen the video, and it's been up for a while. So I'm super excited, and I will see you so soon in my next video. Bye guys.